When you are in one of the busiest places on the planet, every walk you take, you meet new friends. As long as you are willing to turn strangers into friends, only fleeting, most of the tourists will be willing to spend the time with you. Comme, Destin, the fourth story. It's about strangers I met in Paris.
My name is Anastasia.
This is it's a video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello from Paris.
Paris, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Just my videos. Oh, what was your name? So pretty.
After the Orsay Museum, I pulled out the map. I decided to visit the Eiffel Tower, and I walked to the metro.
Are you worried that you're gonna be late? Yeah. Bye bye.
I couldn't really get a good understanding of the tower's near area, so I randomly got off at a station that seemed closest to the tower. That way, I found out that I was lost. But luckily, I was lost by a subway store while being very hungry. I was waiting in line, tied between BLT and chicken teriyaki sub. I don't remember which one I ordered. Stood in line next to me was a tall Italian guy with curly hair. And I don't remember what he ordered either. But I remember he looked like an outgoing, extroverted person, and I was right. He asked me questions about from how to make an order for a sub to where I was from. And so I found out that he's a K-pop fan. He was glad to find out that I was from South Korea. As we both carried our subs outside, his friends were waiting on one of the tables. Me, myself, and I took a seat closest to the street, watching people passing by. After the museum, I felt exhausted. I learned that physical tiredness can easily affect your mood, your inner status. Something reminded me of how I was alone again in a stranger place. It was the exact same feeling that I had having lunch at a subway store by my college in the US. It was 4 years ago during lunchtime that I had to run for a sandwich because I didn't want to be late for classes. I had my calculation done. 10 minutes of each class would cost me more than a pack of KFC. The past memories of the US brought back all my financial, emotional, cross-cultural, time managing, sleep deprived, and social struggles that I went through then. Thinking of how so little seemed to have changed for the past 4 years, I felt unachieved and not deserving of any change, which is totally not true. I whispered, I did not come to Paris to feel this way. Then I heard, Bon appetit, madame. The delivery man in his teal uniform got on his autobike and got in line for his light. Such a classic way to greet a stranger. He will never know how single-handedly he's changed my mood. He made my day with that, Bon appetit, madame. I imagined him as in his mid-30s, with a beautiful wife, 2 lovely kids, waiting for him for their 6 p.m. dinner that day. Just assumed so based on his open-hearted, warm, and family-oriented type of impression that he gave.
Bye-bye, good person. He said, Bon appetit, madame. And that made me feel better.
After the lunch, I literally walked toward the tip of the tower, which was my only guide. I didn't even bother to look at the map. Somehow, I arrived at the bottom of the tower in the garden.
내가 에펠탑 바로 아래 와서 깨달은 거 딱 하나. 직선인 줄 알았더니 곡선도 조금 있다. 그 정도?
I thought, if I were with my family or friends or someone, it would have been fun to go up in the tower and enjoy the panoramic view of the city. But I was alone, so I decided to be okay with just that I hit the landmark of Paris and I returned.
Sunlight. Yeah. Sunlight. 에펠탑보다 선라이즈 더 이쁘다. 아니야, 에펠탑도 이쁜데 에펠탑 아래에 있는 선라이즈 진짜 이쁘다. 이거 아까 잃어버릴 뻔했는데 아까 저녁 먹었던 서브웨이에서 화장실 안에 두고 나온 거를 2유로인가? 1유로인가? 내고 직원분이 찾아주셨다. 그래서 맛있게 목 시원하게 잘 마셨고, 지금은 센강에 크루즈 쿠폰이 있기 때문에 그 쿠폰 되는지 보러 한번 가야겠다. 파이팅!
Then there was this guy named Yolo from who I bought
What's your name?
2 keychains
My name is
that
Yoro.
looked like an iPhone.
Huh?
Yoro.
여로?
Yes.
How do you spell it?
R-O.
에르호.
Y-O-R-O.
YOLO. Like YOLO.
Yoro, yeah.
YOLO.
Yoro from Korea.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. 반짝반짝을 아는 사람이 있다니 신기하구만. 아, 보조 배터리네. 에펠탑도 멋있는데 에펠탑 아래에서 일어나는 풍경도 재밌다. 수유로밖에 안 하니까. 앞으로 17분 걸어가면 와.
Okay. I also met a merchant who sold sunglasses, which reminded me of my new glasses that I lost in Louvre Museum, which only made me sad. I told him about it, and he wanted to give me like a $10 discount on a pair of sunglasses. I politely refused, and instead we just had a small conversation.
사람이 너무 정말 많다. 정말 많다. 아까 저쪽 에펠탑으로 오는 길에서는 어떤 갬블링하는 사람이 아마 같이 바람잡이도 3명 더 있는 것 같던데, 그 3명만 따고 나머지 좀 키 큰 청년 2명에게는 일부러 영어로 말을 더 걸고, 프렌치가 아니고, 그러고서는 15만 원인가를 결국 내게끔 만들었고, 그 공은 그 정한 컵에 없었다. 그래서 수상하긴 한데 그래도 구경하는 것 자체는 재미있었다. 일로 건너도 되고 저로 건너도 될 텐데 여기로 건너야겠다. 건너는 김에. 오케이. 나무가 길고 예쁘다. 여름이라서 이런 뷰가 가능한 걸지 겨울에는 어떨지 궁금하다. 나는 4일 동안만 잠시 온 관광객이지만 여기에 일상적으로 있는 저런 길거리에서 판매하는 사람들이나 관광업 하시는 분들이나 여기서 계속 상주하면서 그림지는 예술가들도 있고, 아까는 여기서 금융 쪽 공부하면서 파리에서 살고 있다고 하는 비엔남 여자분이랑 파리지앵, 진짜 순수 파리지앵을 만났는데 오, 신기했다. 그분들에게는 이렇게 투리스트로 넘쳐나는 곳도 집이니까 낭만이 있는 도시라더니 낭만 이런 거는 도시만 봐서 낭만인 줄 모르겠는데 오히려 관광객들이 많고 활기차서 낭만이 있다고 느끼는 것 같다. 또는 예전에 예술가들이 여기서 상주했으니까 정확한 이유는 몰라도 되게 행복하다는 것만큼은 변하지 않을 것 같고 기억에 오래 남을 것 같고, 이 여행 기록이 나한테만 특별하면 됐지라는 그런 결론을 내렸는데 내 여행이 의미 있다는 걸 믿는 마음 자체로도 충분히 가치 있고, 또 지금 내가 보고 듣고 느끼고 냄새 맡는 것까지 모두 다 지금 나밖에 못하는 거니까 그거는 여행 와서도 똑같고 여행 끝나고서도 똑같고, 다만 여행 중에도 뭘 잃어버리거나 발이 아프거나 하는 부정적인 경험들은 있는데도 극복하는 것처럼 여행 끝나고서도 똑같이 그런 태도를 살면 되겠다 하는 마음가짐이 있고, 이제 나는 1시간짜리 크루즈 여행 가러 걸어서 17분을 좀 더 가야 된다. 오케이. Take for free? Really? Sure? Thank you. 안녕. 안녕. I love you. 사랑해. 어, hey, I love you. It is 사랑해. 사랑. 랑. 해. 사랑. I love you.
I've also met this guy who gave a bottle of Heineken, the beer, for free. I asked him why, and he just said that I have a good smile, which is a compliment. So I took it.
I take it. Thank you. Thank you. I have to go. I need to go. Sorry. So
What is your name?
Hazel.
Your name.
Hazel. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. Bye bye. 예쁘다. 아까 같았으면 저기 사진 찍어달라고 하면서 멋있는 사진 남겼을 텐데 지금은 살짝 귀찮다. 하루 종일 그걸 해가지고. 그래도 기록으로 남기려고 영상을 켰다. 생강이랑 옆에 에펠탑이 한눈에 보이고, 또 공짜로 얻은 맥주도 있고. 얼른 가야지. 크루즈 안 냈는데 빨리 가야겠다.
Gradually, I gained more confidence and happiness. I was skipping, crossing the river, on the bridge with metal arches. I don't know the name of it. I don't know which one I was crossing, but the river view of the tower was what I might have seen in a movie. It was beautiful.
와! 아! 아! 프랑스 안녕. 영원히 못 잊을 거야. 안녕 프랑스. 안녕 파리. 근데 파리랑 프랑스는 다르다고 하던데 파리라고 인사해야지 맞겠다. 안녕 파리.
Being ridiculously happy, I walked toward the cruise. Maybe it was the beer doing its job, but I was extremely happy.
cercato un cambiamento sonoro e che ritroverete sulla piantina panoramica che vi sta di fuori. La vostra passeggiata fluviale sarà ritmata dal passaggio.
zu haben, um auf dieser Flussreise über die Seine Paris zu entdecken. Gesellschaft bei
As a person whose mood switch is low, who has difficulty regulating her daily emotions, I welcomed having a new experience that hooked me. It felt like a blessing to have an hour of freedom to sit still through and to use on a retrospective thinking process.
Sculptures. The bridge was dedicated to the Franco-Russian alliance.
frente a ustedes se puede apreciar el encanto del estilo moderno de una estructura metálica.
To describe the 1 hour I had on the cruise, I would have to use up all my vocabulary. After trying to interpret this moment to find a perfect sentence to sum up what it meant for me, I just gave up.
frente vemos dos teatros que datan del siglo XIX.
Uno, Piazza del Château, si fronteggia un po' del XV secolo.
One thing you know for sure is that such experience of contentment would always dwell in you and form a core memory for you. You lose the track of time, every sight you see looks like a painting. All the words in your head don't come up to a conclusion. They rather get tangled up to confuse you, confuse your logic, swirl your emotions. All I knew was that I was meant to be there. I was meant to have that moment for myself. I knew it would give me so much power for the rest of my life to live on, everlasting. It was like a destiny. C'était comme le destin. See you later. Au revoir.
누군가는 열심히 만들었을 테고 이름도 있는 성당일 텐데 뭘까? 이름을 알아봐야겠다.